The JCCC Student Agency provides small businesses in our community with the opportunity to obtain creative services provided by our students. Our JCCC students gain some really good experience with doing real-world work. The work that the students do is related to the career programs that they're studying. The students are advanced students, so they're able to provide a quality product, and this is not something that they would necessarily have an opportunity to experience as part of their curriculum. They are actually responsible for completing the project with the client, and so they not only get to do the work that they've been trained for in their discipline, but they also learn to be project managers and do the kind of work with clients that they will have to do in the real world when they graduate. For a student to be eligible to work for the JCCC Student Agency, they need to be an advanced student in their program. They have to have 12 or more hours in their discipline or be recommended by a faculty member as a very good student in that area. They can also be a recent former student if they've graduated from one of our programs in the past year. Clients come to us in a variety of ways. A client can submit a request for a project to be done. We've also received some referrals, and we've had some small businesses who have been repeat customers and done several projects with us, which to us is a great indication that we're providing an excellent product. We have also provided information about the student agency to the local chambers of commerce and business advisory boards. So we've tried to spread that information out there in the community as widely as possible. We have modified websites for businesses. We have developed websites from scratch, and that's been very exciting for our students to take the work, the experience, and the things that they're learning in their classroom and actually go out and apply that to a real-world project. And similarly, we also get requests for video productions quite often. So our students work with the business and they create informational or promotional videos. We've also done some work in brand identity and logo design. We've created some entire brand marketing campaigns. We've done a lot of work with social media. Companies know that they need social media, so they come to us and we connect them with students who do have that skill set. And then we had an interesting request recently that was not so much design related, but it was a request for statistical analysis of some data that a company had gathered. So we worked with our data science program and had some advanced students in that program work through the data set with the customer and did the statistical analysis, and that turned out to be a great success, and that client was very happy with the results. One of the things that we're really proud of about the student agency is the way that many of these projects bring together several disciplines to work on a single project together. And that's important because our students will be working with teams out in the real world, and they need to understand how to work with people from other disciplines. An example of this is the Kansas Cosmos app that our students have developed. And we had students from web development, from graphic design, and from our astronomy area working with faculty from those areas. And they put together an app that basically allows a user to see and visit the locations across the state where objects in the solar system would be if the solar system were overlaid to scale across the state. And we've partnered with entities in the state like the Kansas Cosmosphere and the Kansas Tourism Association. One of our web development faculty who recently worked on a student agency project said that she was so pleased to be able to work on something that would help bring the vision of a small business client to life. She had a chance to work with some advanced students that she had not already had in her classes as her own students, and some students in some other disciplines. And so for her, that was very exciting to be able to meet and work with some of these other students who were also very passionate about the work that they were doing. We recently had one client write us and say how pleased they were to work with our students. They really enjoyed spending the time with them, and the product that they received was excellent. It was on time. We have received some input from our students who've worked on the student agency as well, and the students have spoken to the fact that they're able to work on something that they love, something that they've learned in the classroom, and they would recommend that other JCC students get involved in the student agency because it's such a great opportunity. They can earn some money, they get that real world experience, and it's a way to have another creative outlet outside of the classroom. The JCCC Student Agency started out focused on design projects, but we've gradually moved into other areas such as astronomy and data science. And we hope, as we think about future innovations, that we would be able to include students from any program area on campus. So we have promoted the idea that clients can request any type of project where we might have students and faculty who could support that. One other thing that we've worked on recently is partnerships with area high schools, and we've talked with programs at high schools in our county which also focus on work-based learning and experiential learning, and have talked about ways that we can refer clients that we may not be able to support to them and vice versa. So that's an exciting potential area of growth for us.